My name is Sandra Rains, and I am the manager here at Edes on Hillside and Bell. I've been here since we've opened this location, which it'll be 5 years already this month. About 40 years ago, a man named Melvin Edes, he started his own business, and it was out at our McCormick location. And he wanted to give the community good quality beef at a good fair price. And he really wanted to make sure that the products he gave were the best. His logo was expect the best. So that's kind of where that started. And it started out in just a little small building, and then he just kept growing and kept growing and kept growing. Melvin, finally, after 40 years, he decided to retire, which awesome for him. He's out enjoying fishing and the good life. So the owners of Packasack, they always had a really good relationship, Melvin and Dale McKee. They used to work together at Homeland, so they had that relationship. So when Melvin decided to retire, he approached the McKees, and they decided to purchase Edes. One really neat thing that we do here is we actually produce all of the salads and sandwiches and fruit cups, you name it, we make it, and it gets delivered to all of the Packasacks. Prior to Melvin selling to the McKees, they had already built that relationship, and Melvin had gotten his world famous beef jerky in the Packasack stores. He always wanted to make it really simple, and he put it in a brown paper sack. And if people don't get it in that brown paper sack, they don't believe that it's the real beef jerky made by Edes. We actually just finished up Thanksgiving, and obviously turkeys is what we sold the most of, as well as hams. And now moving into Christmas, you're going to see beef tenderloins, you're going to see prime rib roasts, you're going to see more of the beef side of it rather than the poultry and the hams. A beef tenderloin is actually the tenderloin of the cow. It is actually the most tender, the most juiciest, the best cut of meat that you can buy. You cut fillets normally out of a beef tenderloin, but most people want to buy the whole loin. If you're going to smoke your own or bake your own, most people will either sear it out on the grill and then finish it off in the oven. You just have to be real cognizant about the temperatures. You don't want that meat to get over like 130, 140. You want to serve that at a pretty rare, medium rare state. I come from a grocery industry, and I always worked in the deli. So I had those same questions, like what is the difference between prime, choice, and select? A lot of people don't know what that is. So you've got select, which is a little bit lower down on the scale. It's still good product. Then you got choice, which it's coming up a little bit, and then you got prime, which is the very best grade. And it all comes down to like the aging of the beef, and that's one of the things that Melvin pride himself on, is being able to age his beef. Out at our McCormick location, we have vaults that we age it for at least 21 days, and that makes it even more flavorful. And that's those questions too, is a lot of people don't understand that. I didn't understand that. I was like, you can keep it in your fridge for 21 days? And absolutely you can. Only beef. I wouldn't do that with chicken, but beef, the longer it sets in there, the better it gets. We're open to answer any questions. We hope that they know that they can just walk up to the butcher counter and ask us, and if we don't know, you're right, we do have a couple of experts that do work for us that have been in the meat industry for 40 and 50 years, that we can always find that answer. But we're here to answer any question and help with any cut of meat, whether or not it be for the holidays or just outdoor barbecue or a birthday party, anything like that. We're here to help. It's always really special if you can actually sit down at the table and laugh and have a good time. I get to see my son, that they live further away, and my grandbaby. She's a year and a half, and they're actually getting to come home. So that'll be what I'm looking forward to. my daughter, I always tell her, you know, you need to be thankful for what you have. And one thing we always did is we volunteer at Evelyn Rivers Coat Project, and kind of gives you a different perspective of what some people don't have compared to what we do have, and knowing that we're been super blessed.